And joining me now here at MLB Network is Montana Fouts, the AUSL Pitcher of the Year and the one who threw a complete game in that championship for Montana 2 in a row. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'll tell you what, you started this work a long time. So when you look back at the work you were doing in the winter and you get here, is it worth it?
100%. I was actually just talking to somebody yesterday. I feel like that's a form of, like, during the game when you're hot and you're tired, it's like, hey, all that work's not going to go for nothing. So going 100%. So it was definitely worth it.
So tell me a couple of the highlights of the season. I mean, you guys really were wire to wire. Your team didn't lose many games. You played great all year. When did you start seeing this team come together?
Honestly, there was some bumps and some bruises along the way, but I feel like every time that we got hit, when we just stepped right back up, I feel like that was really whenever we noticed that we could be a championship team. So
you had an expansion year. 2 more teams were added. And I tell you what, the expansion teams were coming at you guys. They played really well. They're very competitive. Was the league better this year than it was last year?
Yeah, I think everybody was all the way around better. The expansion teams did great, and having home cities definitely helped too, just because, you know, we had our fan bases and a lot of them travel. So I feel like even with our expansion teams, they showed up and showed out. Yeah,
the Utah Italians. And how was it playing in Utah? You've been there 2 years now. For a kid that grew up in the South.
A lot of fun. The weather's a lot different in a good way. I'm not sweating as soon as I walk outside, but it was great. The fans were awesome, and I'm excited to be back out there next year.
I touched on you grew up in the South, in Kentucky in high school. Montana, I've known you a long time, and this blows me away still. 25 no-hitters in high school, 25 no-hitters. I mean, tell me about that. 15 perfect?
I did not know that those were the stats until you just showed them to me. But we had a good I remember us having a good defense, and we scored some runs. That's the only way you can get those wins. So I got to credit my team on that one.
Well, 3 Gatorade Players of the Year, but really everybody got to know you when you got to the University of Alabama. And you really became that national spotlight as a pitcher and took over. And you're still carrying that mantle. As I look to 28, and you guys are starting to get ready for the Olympics and things like that, am I the only one looking there, or do you guys look at the Olympics as well?
No, we definitely look there just because that's been a goal of ours, and they didn't even announce that it was going to be in the Olympics until the last year or two. So it was definitely something that we were hoping that was going to be the case, and now that it is happening, it's coming up quick and knocking on the doorstep. So that's definitely something that's in our vision for sure.
All right, so you don't get the parade. You guys aren't going back to Utah. You're already at the USA tryouts and workouts in Oklahoma City. It doesn't stop for you. So tell us a little bit about what's next with Oklahoma City, with the USA, and then we'll wrap it up with that.
Yeah, right now we are in Oklahoma City for the International Cup, and then we head back to Chicago for the All-Star Cup, which is the All-Star Cup of all the athletes that you've seen during the regular season. And then in September, we have the World Cup stage, another USA event, and that should be it for the fall.
All right, I got to take you back real quick. I know we're going to wrap this up, but winter meetings, I got a chance to see you in person up front throwing, and this was my first time I got a chance to see you, and so many others. This is how the year kicked off, everybody. I'm sure a lot of people remember this. It went viral. But Montana, is your arm just rubber? It seems like you're throwing so much. That was all the way back in December. You're still throwing. Your arm holding up?
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of good people, a village behind me to help take care of me. But, hey, we got to highlight Shar in this. No gear, no catcher's mask, nothing. And we were battery mates in the championship, so she's a baller.
And she came up with a couple big hits. I was watching the game. She had her first RBI in the first game. She got things going. So, yeah, Charlize Palacios, who she's talking about. So the battery paid off again, back-to-back championship titles. And they started all the way back in December at the winter meetings. So congratulations, Montana, on a great year and continued success.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Talons.